Let me tell you why this our generation is absolutely something else in this world, in these days. Have you come to realize that God is no longer wasting time to expose your enemy? Like God is no longer taking time the way he used to do before. Let me put it in that way. Like God is no longer giving them too much opportunity to hide their attitudes in a cave. Because like in those days, you have to fast, you have to seek the face of God, you have to go close to God, you have to have intimacy with the Spirit of. When I mean intimacy, you have to read, study, imitate. You have to maybe someone that is so close to God. We can remember, if you are a Bible scholar, you will understand that those days before God, or before they hear the voice of God, someone needs to intervene. Someone needs to interact with God. Like those time of Moses, those time of Esther, in the olden days. But these days, you can just be walking. Someone will walk close to you. God will just let you know this is whom they are. Avoid them. That is why the Bible said that I will pour out my spirit. That's why a lot of people are confused. Because these days, it's very difficult for you to come and deceive people. That's why a lot of people today are embarrassed, because majority of some people thought, they can easily hide their character. But the truth is that God is doing wonders. And this is what I love seriously about God this generation we are. Because the wickedness of the world is increasing, and God is specially pouring out spirit. Like, what the Bible said? He said, in time is coming where I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. Like men and women will prophesy. Young men will dream. Old will see. Like many things will start to happen. And which is exactly going on. So, I can remember those days when I arrived here early in this place. So there's something that happened. So I was just like, what is going on? I was just like, what is going on? Why this attitudes, character, behavior, and all those stuff? I was just trying to be curious. Why can some people be so evil? Like they want to use you, they want to manipulate, they want to convince you. So after all that I have figured out, I come to realize that men of different attitudes, bro. Like there is nobody you should ever trust. So after everything that I went through, after everything that I was involved, so some people still come and they were playing the same character. Sometimes I would just be laughing, and some people would just be like, "Sasa, why are you laughing? This person is making sense." But in main reality, I know where they are leading to, what they have in their mind. And some people will be like, "Sasa, why are you laughing?" I said, because affliction will never repeat itself. It's just like where something that have happened to you before, they want to repeat it again. So let me tell you, these days, God is exposing a lot of people. Even sometimes, when some of your own people, your own brothers, your own sisters, your own friends, your own co-workers, your own relatives, when some of them are speaking, you don't need God's interpretation anymore, because God has given us that spirit. That is what Jesus narrated in the New Testament. He said, I will do what? I will go to the Father, and I will send a heavy comforter. I will send a comforter that will guide your going out, that will guide your coming in, that will guide your step, that will tell you exactly whom they are. That is why some people said, we are your friend. We love you so much. We like you so much. We love everything about you. And at the end, some of them said, how come you are not whom we thought you are? Because let me tell you, there are people who claim to love you, but their main aim of being in your life was to damage you. I can remember a friend of mine. This my friend was the one who accurately tell me clearly, but I know what was going on. And he said, "Do you know that this person want to destroy you?" I look at him, I said, "I know." He was shocked. Because let me tell you, there are people who come into your life and They never believe that you know who they are. They don't know that you know what they are up to. They don't know that they just claim that they are smart, they are intelligent, but not knowing that before coming or in the process of them faking to love you, God have already indeed exposed their true color. Because whoever that come into your life, God will indeed indicate who they are directly and indirectly. God will expose. That's why I'm telling you, choosing ones. These days, God is working marvelously to be real. Because God have given us this spirit of intuition, this spirit of discernment, this spirit of knowing who they are. And this is why a lot of people are always angry. This is why a lot of people are always mad. This is why a lot of people are always upset. Like anytime they just come around you, they become upset. Because majority of them have already figured out that you know who they are. Majority of them thought, coming into your life will be the best decision they have taken to rule you silently, destroy you silently, take advantage of you silently, use you silently. But coming to realize that, after all that they have did, because some people will come into your life to invest. They will come as an investor. They will come as a giver, but they are there to take something huge. So there are people who have invested either money, materialistic stuff, but at the end they realize that you know who they are. And to take back what they have invested is impossible. Even their energy, their time, and coming to realize that you know everything that they are up to is the reason why some of them are always mad. Sometimes you will just be like, why come someone who is so good to me become this rude? Why? Because their mission was not exactly established. Why? Because their dreams, their purpose was not indeed absolutely fulfilled. Why? Because the main aim why they were in your life, the main aim why they were doing all those stuff was not indeed accomplished as they were expecting. You get what I'm saying? And that is why you are the reason for their pain. Remain blessed. May God bless you.